Hey students, in the last class we discussed action verbs. Now we will discuss main verbs and helping verbs, okay? This slide basically shows that the main verbs and helping verbs work together to make a complete sentence. Okay? What is main verb? Main verb is a main action word in a sentence that tells us what the subject is doing. For example, run, eat, sing, and write. Okay, what is helping verb? A helping verb helps the main verb in a sentence by showing time, possibility, necessity, or emphasizes. Common helping verbs are is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had. These are all the helping verbs. Okay, basically, main verbs and helping verbs work together to make a complete sentence. Okay. Basically, helping verbs help the main verb. For example, I am resting. Am. Am is a helping verb, whereas resting is a main verb. Okay? So let's move towards the next slide. Okay. Helping verbs. My friend is singing in the choir. Okay. Is the helping verb and singing is a main verb. Okay. As you guys can see that helping verb comes before the main verb. As I have told you, the helping verb always comes before the main verb, but the two verbs are not always next to each other. For example, I am finally resting. Okay. Okay, here's an fun activity. Okay, in this activity, you have to find the main verb, find the helping verb. Okay, these are the activities. Okay, I am braiding my hair. Okay, guys, guess what is the main verb in this sentence? Yes, braiding is the main verb. Okay, find the helping verb in this. The fireworks were exploding overhead. Yes, were is a helping verb. Okay. Our guests will enjoy many amazing sights on this trip. Yes, guys, guess please. Yes, enjoy is a main verb, okay? Okay. Which girls are knitting sweaters for homeless people in the shelter? Yes, are is a helping verb. Okay, let's discuss another thing with this document. Okay. Are action verbs and main verbs are the same? Not exactly, but sometimes they can be the same. Okay, as you guys can know, a main verb is the most important verb in a sentence. It shows the main action or state. For example, she runs. Runs is a main verb, okay? Whereas action verb shows an action, something you can do. For example, run, eat, jump, ride. When are they the same? When the main verb shows an action, then it is both. For example, she eats an apple. Eats is a main verb because it is the main verb in the sentence. And it is also an action verb because it shows action. Okay? Like in this example, eats is work as a main verb and also it is used as an action verb because it shows action, okay? And it is also the main verb of the sentence. When they are different, okay, this is important, by the way. Sometimes the main verb does not show action. For example, she is happy. Is the main verb, but it is not an action verb, okay? It is linking verb. It shows a state, not an action, okay? So, here's a difference in the action verb or the main verb. Okay, let's move towards the next slide. Okay, modal verbs. Modal verbs are the helping verbs that express certain condition. It is basically a helping verb, but it express some conditions. Okay. Some examples of modal verbs are can, could, may, might, must, should, will, and would. Okay, they are all the examples of modal verbs. Okay, guys, this slide provides a clear roadmap for the modal verbs, like the verbs that change the meaning of the main verb to express things like possibility, necessity, or permissions. Okay, look at this chart. These are the functions of the modal verb. You can say that ability, possibility, permission, obligation, prohibition, offers, suggestions, request, future probability, and past probability. And these are the words which we use in this function. Can and could use in the ability, may and might use in the possibility, can and may use in the permission, must and have to use in the obligation, can't and must not use in the prohibition, will and would use in the offers, shall and should use in the suggestion, could and would use in the request, will and shall use in the future probability, and past probability have, could have, or would have. Like in this, the ability sentence, Nate can ride a bike. Can. Okay, which we use in the ability function. Okay, Laura could do cartwheels when she was younger. Could you bring me that book? Okay, good. And also in this, good, like it shows your past ability. The verb may shows possibility, giving permissions or a request for permission. Ben may be able to come tomorrow. Okay, maybe. You may leave. May I be excused for the, as you guys can see that may, which we use in the permissions, can or may. May. Okay. The verb might shows possibility. Okay. Jessica might join the swim team. Might is a modal verb. Okay. The verb that must shows necessity or near certainty. Okay. Thomas must finish the project by tomorrow. After staying up so late, you must be tired. Okay. As you guys can see that must in this, which we use in which function? Yes, which we use in obligation. The verb should show advice or expectation. You should bring your umbrella. We should be finished by noon. Yes, for permission or no, sorry. The verb should shows advice or expectations. Yes. As you guys can see that by reading this sentence, you guys can see that it is some kind of advice or some kind of expectations. We should be finished by noon. Okay. Mr. Lee will speak at the meeting. It shows future action. Okay. Mr. Lee will. Okay. I would go if I had the time. It shows what would happen under a certain condition. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is another fun activity. What does the modal verb show? Select the best answer choice. Okay, you may help yourself to some more lemonade. Yes, the first one is giving permission. Okay, because in this context, may is used politely to allow someone to do something. Okay, the next one is if I had more money, I would buy that entire coin collection. Yes, this is a condition. Okay. Because this is a conditional sentence. Would shows the result of an imaginary or hypothetical condition. The next one is drinking tea might make your threat feel better. Yes, drinking tea might make your threat feel better. It is possibility. Yes. Because might suggests that something is possible but not 100%. Okay. The next one is to be called whole grain, wheat must be in its natural form. Yes, it is necessity. Because must express a requirement or a rule that is essential to follow. Okay. The next one is Mr. Leblanc paid for express delivery, so the package should arrive today. Yes, this is expectations. Because should is used here to show that something is very likely to happen based on the conditions. Okay, the next one is another fun activity. Select the modal verb that completes the sentence. Okay? The first one is if Jade had a time machine, she dash travel to the future. Yes, she would travel to the future. Sorry, yes. Because this is a hypothetical or imaginary situation. We use would to describe what someone would do in an unreal scenario. Okay? The next one is Emmy dash returns her library books today or she will have to pay a fine. Yes, Emmy must. Yes. Must is used here to show a strong obligation or necessity to avoid the negative consequence. Okay? Dash. You lend me $2. I left my wallet at home. Can. Can you lend me $2? Okay? Because, okay. This is informal request or a favor you can say. Okay? Might. Violet Dash have gotten a perfect score, but she won't know for sure until tomorrow. Yes, Violet might have a gotten perfect score. Yes. Dash I please deal the cards this time? May. Because as you guys can know that this is permission. May.